Hi Miriam, first of all, I want to express how much I love your channel and blog. I'm really excited to be a part of your club. Thank you very much for all your hard work and the time that you put into making your videos and style analysis reports. Thank you. Okay, that's awesome. I wanted to know if you could do casual looks for soft classics. I bought your lookbook, but it didn't include looks for running casual errands, i.e. going to Ulta or the grocery store. The typical casual outfits on me don't work very well because it still makes me look frumpy. I have a larger butt than most classics probably don't have, but I'm still very much a soft classic. All other styles look too much on me. I love wearing leggings because it doesn't create the bagginess in the legs or in the waist hip area or vice versa that most other pants that aren't form-fitting creates. For reference, I'm 5'5" and weigh 125 pounds. I typically wear an American size 2 or 4. Please do something for us. I feel like we're already limited in what we can wear and still look good. Plus, for women who are even a bit more curvier in their own section, I think it's more challenging because the stores tend to make clothes for naturals when it comes to casual looks, in my opinion. Sorry, this is so long. Thanks for your input. Okay, thank you for your question. That's such a good question. This is sort of your clue. Okay, so this is I feel like there's always a theme. I wonder if it's like a theme to the questions or if it's like a theme in my own head that doesn't exist, but I feel like this is the theme of this Q&A, is that it is relative. It's relative to your body type. So those, like you said, when you wear sweatpants or something like that that's really casual, you tend to look frumpy as a soft and blended type. So that is the thing with the soft classic lookbook too, is that basically, oftentimes something that is going to look, that same outfit is going to look really stiff and really formal on a natural, on a bevel type, and that same outfit is going to look casual on a blended type. So that's sort of the problem here, is that it might look really formal on the hanger when you look at it, but when you put it on, it's not going to look as formal on you. So it's all relative to your own body type, relative to your own lines. If you're afraid that you're going to look way too formal, you're probably not going to look way too formal. It depends on your body type. Oftentimes bevel types will always look way too formal, and blended types tend to look not formal enough to a point where like you're describing maybe even frumpy or something like that. So that's sort of like the struggle of every type. Every bone structure is different. Everyone has their struggles. But yeah, so that's sort of the first thing. The second thing, let's say you're like, no, I don't care. I don't care about that. I'm not wearing things that are more formal. They're uncomfortable or whatever it is that they are. You don't want to wear them. You want to stick to maybe sweatpants and figure out how to make them work for you. Okay, so to sort of think about that, I want to give you guys a little trick if you are a blended type, if you are a classic. And the trick is, and I mentioned this in the Soft Classic Wardrobe Guide, which is a perk, by the way. So if you guys haven't seen that, go check it out. But the whole point of the blended type is that if you stand and you look at your shadow, then the lines of your silhouette should be clean lines that generally go with your shape. No sharp angles, nothing sticking out, none of this stuff, symmetrical, clean lines, right? And nothing too fitted or, things like. And you can imagine if you stand and you look at the shadow of when you're wearing sweatpants, what kinds of angles are you going to see? You are going to see those beveled angles. You're going to see some sharp angles from the folds of the sweatpants, maybe if they're oversized. So that's something that's a hint for you that this is more for a beveled type, because those angles are going to pick up on the angles of the bevel type, not on your blended angles. This is actually a trick for everyone. You can stand and look at your shadow, and if you have some beveled angles, if you have some sort of unconstructed long lines to your shadow, to your silhouette, then you know that you are dressing in your own lines as a natural, as a bevel type. If you have more straight, clean, long lines, or clean ovals to your shadow when you look at it, then you know that the lines of your silhouette are, depending on if it's clean lines and ovals, that would be for a soft and sharp type, or if it's clean and straight lines that on the shadow when you look at it, then that would be more for the sharp type. For the rounded type, you want to, of course, have those short rounded angles when you look at your shadow, when you look at the shadow of your hair, when you look at the shadow of your silhouette. You want to have those short rounded shapes that are pretty defined and slightly fitted, but still kind of soft. And if you're a mixed type, you also want to have a lot of definition to your shape. So you want it to be very fitted, very, very fitted and very crisp and very defined. So when you look at yourself in the shadow, you should be able to see what your shape is, your body shape. So that is going to look really good. And you should also see some staccato silhouette, maybe some breaking of the lines, maybe not, maybe. If you don't see the breaking of the lines in the shadow of yourself as a mixed type, then it's good if you have the color blocking. The color blocking can do that.